Mate, what is with all these NRL fantasy podcasts? They all sound the fucking same. Welcome to the echo chamber.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of the Echo Chamber. Just another fucking NRL fantasy podcast. We got our first TLT today, even though it's a fucking gammon baby one for Vegas, but still something to be pretty excited about. So we'll go through that. Joining me tonight is Eddy. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good mate, good mate. Fuck, what a tease though. Finally TLT, first one of the year, but it's just 4 teams. It's a real tease, eh? It's like enough to get you started, but it won't finish you off, you know?
Definitely an edging. And speaking of edging, Rudely. How you doing, mate?
Oh, mate, pretty excited. I'm just really keen for us to show off the best the NRL has to offer to the Americans by having the two heavyweights, the Knights and the Cowboys, go off together.
What are you trying to say here, mate?
Oh, sorry, Knights and the Dragons. My apologies. They're all just
No,
fucking...
the
it's Knights and
Americans,
Cowboys.
the Americans don't even watch. It's just New Zealanders and Australians that fly over to Vegas.
Yeah, they fill the stadium up. So we need to tout the old Open League code a little bit. Had a few people join up, but not as many as we expect. So this is for everyone who hasn't joined. Code's in the description of all the podcasts. What do you got to say to them, Eddy?
Get in the fucking league, run it straight, you pussies.
Yeah, getting in there. Right, so we did get 2 team lists. We'll cover them in a moment. I just really want to touch on the amazingness that was the trial games. We actually thought something spicy was going to happen in the trial games, and then Big Daddy Cleary rocked up at the fucking tribunal and got his son an $1,800 fine. Actually,
Got
thought
that
this,
special treatment, eh?
yeah, it's pretty fucked.
I reckon only him and Walsh would be the only 2 players that would have somehow been able to get their way out of that.
Munster, maybe. I mean,
Nah, Munster wouldn't get off, no way.
you don't reckon?
Nah.
I reckon the Storm would have ponied up them fucking paper bags like Panthers did, bro. That's the only way he got off that. That was a fucking shocking tackle.
Part of it is that the NRL want guys like Walsh and Cleary on the field real bad anyway, because they're the ones that put the bums in the seats. I don't think Munster's quite at that sort of status.
100%. So, yeah, we thought we were going to get some spiciness coming into this week and next week, but not to be. Cleary has been cleared. He will be named. Then there was a news article popped off today saying that fucking Mooney was going to be on the bench. That didn't end up happening. So
yeah, I thought that was probably all bullshit.
Plenty of journos out there don't know what the fuck they're talking about, which is good because neither do we.
Bro, it'll just be some cunt sitting in his desk and he's got no content for the day, and he'll hear one random person say, "Oh, Mooney's getting benched." He's
all the mail.
Oh, rather than looking into that any further and doing any investigation, I'll just pop that out as content.
Yeah. Now, the ladder from the preseason comp looks like it's reverse grid, to be honest with you, mate. Panthers and Storm down the bottom and Eels and Titans at the top. So, at least there was a bit of spiciness as far as the teams. It's also confirmed, what Rudely, that Storm can't win?
Oh, Storm can't win the comp for sure. All washed. Bellamy might as well retire. No value in that team at all.
Yeah, the bottom 4 NRL teams, they're always going to take those comps more serious because they want to actually get a bit of silverware for the year. There must be a trophy with that, right?
Yeah, and they get $100,000. So, you know, a bit of beers for the end of the year for the boys, I guess.
For Mad Monday.
Yeah, keep it going. Anything you guys took away from the trials? I took away 2 things. One is that Reece Walsh looked good playing in the World Club Challenge. So he's made his way in the team. And Utukamanu also looked really good in the trials. And I know there's a fair bit of talk about him, but we'll probably speak more about him next week. Or maybe
I'd say for me, probably the most 2 interesting performances for the trial was, like you said, Big Stefano and Makasini. Like, he's a weapon, huge. Man.
He was huge.
I'm fully confident just taking him round 1 and just counting on him getting named, because how can he not?
Yeah. So change of attitude from last week's pod then.
Yeah, I think both of us on that page.
I was listening to the Casual Athlete draft podcast before, and someone in his draft drafted Macassini over Valentine Holmes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's getting a bit carried away, but yeah, I don't know. I've got a feeling he's going to go all right. Sort of hit mid-30s this season. I'm pumped for him.
Should be good. He's definitely someone that needs to be in most teams, I think, and he will be come the lockout. Fucking what are we? 8-9 days away from that. 10 days away from that.
Big Steph isn't in as many teams as he probably deserves to be.
He's an awkward price, I think, for most people.
Yeah,
Fortunately,
it is a little bit. It's too expensive for me to like jump up from one of the cheaper mid-ranger guys, but the only other way to get him is to like sacrifice a Tino or some shit, and that's a pretty big call.
yeah, I'm not sure he's gonna do that. Macassini is actually the highest owned wing fullback right now at 50%. So after the
50, shit, that's high.
yeah, so his form is definitely shot him up there.
Like, it would be funny if he's not named in round 2.
Oh, I don't think that's the word to use, mate.
He's lucky been their best player this preseason. Like he's going to get picked, I'm pretty sure.
I'm very confident now after watching what he did last game. I still don't think there's anything wrong with not starting with him, given that you could get him round 2 or round 3 with a failing player. But fuck, I think if you want to lock him in, I'm 100% with you now.
Right.
Yeah, but if you just get him, you can get someone else in with a failing player. Like, I don't like that plan.
Is there anybody else from the Trolls you guys want to have a chat about? Otherwise, we're just going to go straight in the team list.
Jai Gray fucking didn't excite me, to be honest. It's put me off him a bit.
I mean, he still tried his guts out. I just think the team didn't play very well.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if his touches are going to be down though.
Potentially.
I know it's just a trial, but
I think
I don't know.
there is just a lot of mouths to feed in that back line. That's the issue.
Yeah, I didn't really want to buy into that narrative until I sort of saw it in person, and that sort of
Came
made me realise that there may have been something to that narrative after all.
So what are you thinking of running? Walsh, Stewart, and then 2?
Yeah, Walsh for Alonga and 2.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, well, let's get into team list for the week. There is 2 games this weekend on the Sunday, starting at like lunchtime. The first game, Knights and the Cowboys. Really good to see that the news was incorrect from the Daily Telegraph. Trey Mooney has been named at prop number 10 there. The other interesting one is that Jermaine McEwen named on the back row after sharing that job. Any interested in going back to him?
No way. Like we got all these cheap. There's plenty of better cheap edges because they're all like 100k less than him, and he's got the same role as them. He's probably got 60 minutes of Thomas Kant taking 20 minutes off him.
Yeah.
And he's not a weapon. Like without real big minutes, he's just going to come out and just pop you a cheeky 35 or something, and be like 50k value.
That's my concern as well. Like, I would really like to take McEwen. He does have a lot of value if he does get the 80 minutes. Like there's about 15 points, I'd say, if he's playing 80. But with Thomas Kant there, I have absolutely no faith. Because you imagine Lucas, given how good he was last year, is
He's
probably
not
the
getting
80
rest.
minutes.
He's not getting rest.
So
Yep.
and this is the issue that we're going to have with the 6-man bench, is that they're all going to have some kind of edge, but makes a little bit more uncertainty about what these edge roles are actually going to look like. But you imagine that if there's going to be an edge coming on at any point, it's going to be for McEwen.
Well, I look at this night's bench actually, and it's pretty disgusting. There is only Matt Croker, who's like an out and out prop, right? The rest of
Thomas Kant though. Thomas Kant's the threat to Ewan.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like even for like Trey Mooney, he's gonna have to play big minutes. Like that middle's gonna have to play that middle's gonna have to play big minutes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
reckon Trey will get 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So while McEwen might not be an option, I think that bench actually does a lot for Trey getting big minutes. And then
Yeah.
the other player.
Oh, everyone's getting Trey. That doesn't even matter.
What is his ownership?
38.9.
Oh, it's not
In the
as high.
serious teams, that's really 100 though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon Smith's got more people, but the other player is Dylan Brown. I think he's a must-have, mate. Name next to Fletcher. Name next to Fletcher Sharp. He should be, one of the first names on your team sheet.
Yeah, he hasn't left my team since the game opened. With Fletcher Sharp is like the perfect person to have next to him.
Yeah, it's like what Dylan
Fantasy.
Brown used to be next to.
For fantasy purposes, anyway.
It's like
not for the comp, but
it's like what Dylan used to be next to Moses, right? Like,
Yeah.
Dylan's got
Ponga's going to have. Ponga's going to have to chip in with quite a bit of freaking in-play kicking this year because Brown's the best kicker in that halves combo, and he's not very good at kicking himself.
No. It's going to be a little bit like the Titans were last year. Everyone's probably just going to chip in a little bit, but Dylan's going to do the most work. So very happy to have him in the team. Now, Cowboys. Tom Chester did get on the plane. Happy to be wrong. Very happy to be wrong. He's named it 4. We get our cheap DPP center wing fullback. Thank you, Mr. Chester.
And the DPP's finally been uploaded, so I don't have to fucking look at that random 230k placeholder that I've had sitting there for ages anymore.
Yeah. And then I guess the other important stuff is that Helam Lukey named on the edge next to Sam McIntyre. And then the Cowboys have named a 6 forward bench.
mate.
Crazy.
Why is McIntyre named on an edge here? Just what the fuck is Peyton thinking?
Did you say a 6 forward bench?
Yeah, there's Sonny Luke, who's like.
Is there no backs?
There's no backs. There's no backs, man.
That's so stupid.
McKaylee's a prop. Edwards is a.
Why would you do that?
Don't know. I don't think it's going to be like this come 90 minutes before kickoff. I think you'll probably see Liam Sutton or Rob Derby.
You've got to have one back and the extended fucking bench at least.
The whole idea was so that you could carry something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And not
I know Todd Payton's a bad. I know Todd Payton's a bad coach, but I would have thought he would at least understand this concept.
He's like, nah, fuck it. It just needs I can carry more forwards, boys. We got this. But yeah, I'm definitely not touching Reed Marnie now that I've seen this.
Nah.
That Sonny Luke is screaming to take 20, 30 minutes off him.
Yeah. Probably not 30, but 20, and that's already too many.
Yeah.
The minimum, I would want Reed to get at least 70 minutes a game on average for me to be happy owning him.
Yeah,
and that's the low end. I wouldn't be super stoked. Like that's the most I find acceptable. 60. His PPM's like not that high. If he averages 60 minutes, we're talking like a 36 or so average. Like,
yeah.
Does that lose money?
Yeah, I think it does.
Not a lot. It probably loses a little bit, maybe. It definitely doesn't gain money anyway.
What's your price at 38? So yeah, he loses some money. Yeah.
Fuck that.
So I've seen a little bit of chatter in the Discord before about Ruben Cotter. Where did you land on Ruben?
Oh yeah, Jay-Z bought him up.
Yeah.
His price is all right, but I don't. He doesn't have the vibes for me. This is the year of the vibes, and I just don't feel a vibe of him going back to being a gun. And he's a non-gun that plays Origin. It's not sort of pick I like.
I don't need another Origin mid.
Yeah, exactly what I want, a fourth Origin mid. Just to add to my round 12 headaches.
Round 12, my entire mid row is going out and coming back in.
I mean, at least, yeah, that's my thoughts. It's just other options that are probably better, cheaper.
I mean, he's more likely to make money than lose it, but I just don't see the bounce back. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
Before we move on from the Cows, I just want to say this team list looks quite good for Lukey. I know there's a bit of panic going on before, but with Sam McIntyre named on the other edge, this means surely Lukey has to get 80 minutes, right?
Because Bateman's an extended bench.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
but
don't see them changing both their edges out in one game. And Sam McIntyre has played one game of 80 minutes. One single
Look,
game of 80 minutes.
Lukey's not that well suited to 80 either.
no.
Lukey's very commonly a sort of
I,
55, 60
I'd,
minute edge.
I'd
But
agree with
he's
that.
got a
He's
good
at least
PPM.
played 80 minutes before.
yeah. So my take on this is that this won't be what you see come 90 minutes pre-game. Probably see Kai O'Donnell maybe start on that edge. Sam move to the bench. That just gives a little bit more flexibility with what he wants to do with his substitutions, and then he'll just play it by ear. The only few people to be subbed off before halftime, I think, will be Cohen Hess, Tomalolo, and maybe Ruben Cotter. But even Ruben can play the whole first half. So
Kyle O'Donnell's the exact same as Sam McIntyre. He has a 180-minute second row game.
Kai's
So unless
a
Bateman's
kid,
coming
though.
on,
Kai's a kid.
I'm very confident that Lukey will play 80 minutes now.
I think he'll play 70, personally.
That's still a huge win.
Yeah, that's a massive one because he's got a big PPM.
Yeah, I think he'll play 65 to 70. That's my take. I think Sam will come off at some point, probably around the 50-minute mark. You'll see Kai O'Donnell come on, and then they'll swap Heelam and Sam again at like the 65th, 70th minute mark.
Honestly, anything 60 minutes or over, I'll be happy with.
I just think they'll use them three players like that. How I see it. Who wins this game, fellas?
Have Chester back.
Who-
Who wins? Oh, that's a tough one, actually. Fucking Battle of the Shit Counts.
Wow, fucking brutal.
Well, you're going with Cowboys, are you?
Fucking, of course, bro. It's fucking tattooed on my dick.
Spoon
I might go
2026 Cowboys.
No, I might actually go with Cowboys as well. I think the Knights are also pretty shit. And I think it's going to take the Knights' spine a minute to gel.
Yeah, they're favourites, $1.57. So.
I'm back in the Knights, just so you guys know.
Fuck off.
I've got money on the
Not so
Cows spooning this year.
It's probably
Pretty
a good
confident
bet.
in that one.
Probably a good bet.
I think so.
Yeah.
Up.
I reckon they're the bottom two. Hard to say which is which just yet, though.
Hot take, Todd Bateson will lose his job before he's back in Australia.
He's almost about to lose his job.
Well, he is. I watched an interview with him the other day, and he hasn't got a contract for next year.
Does he look dishevelled, ready to cry?
He looks the same as he always looks, like he's got no idea what the fuck is going on. So,
Well, they might have been too gun shy to pull the trigger on sacking him, but I can't imagine they renew his contract.
well, yeah, if he gets off the flyer, they're going to, though, right? Because that's what fucking clubs do.
Oh, fuck.
Like they always do it. Right,
I don't think they're getting off to a flyer anyway.
well, they got an easy draw. They could probably win 3 of them first couple of games. Bulldogs Dragons second game. I intend to be well and truly fucking wrecked by the time this game starts. Nothing really to talk about on the Bulldog side at all. Pretty much as we expect, right?
Yeah, I don't own any Bulldogs either. Do you guys?
No, I don't.
No.
I
I
will.
don't like any of them.
I will say
What was
if you were a Bailey Hayward believer, Jake Turbot is named at 20, not at 14. So,
and Kurt Mann is more than capable of taking a significant amount of minutes off him. Not Kurt capable. Kurt Mann's actually quite a good hooker as well.
he is.
He hasn't played there heaps, but when he's played there, he was good.
Yep. I don't see. Go, mate.
I don't find Hayward an exciting buy.
No way.
I would personally talk anyone that's looking at getting Hayward off starting with him, because what you really want to know for Hayward is his minute roll. And they've got this game, and then Dogs into a bye next week, which gives you 2 weeks to fucking buy Hayward if he suddenly becomes an 80-minute fucking hooker.
He's a plotter, so he's not going to run away in price, right?
Yeah.
Like he's only going to get you a 40 to 45 anyway. So he's
Way
not going to run away.
less.
Yeah. Like I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Way
best case.
less.
So that
Best
if he
case.
plays 80 minutes,
If he plays 80,
plays 80
gets-
minutes,
Yeah,
that's his
Nah.
ceiling, right? So he's not going to
What's
run away.
actu- what he's actually going to do is he's going to come out for 60 minutes, make some tackles, miss a bunch of tackles, and you walk away with a 33.
Yeah. And let Damien Cook score 2 tries.
And on the really good weeks, he might get you a 42.
Yeah.
wouldn't be touching him, and definitely wouldn't be starting with him. It's a simple fucking answer.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
fuck him.
I wouldn't be starting with any of the Bulldogs just with that week 2.
But that round 2 bye is rough.
Yeah, it's brutal, especially for players like Kiraz coming back from injury and.
Well, they just don't really have any underpriced players, is the main thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dragons. So good news that Sedu was named on the wing, so he's coming into a lot of teams, obviously. Daniel
Are
Atkinson.
you guys starting them? Are you guys starting him in your third name?
I am going to loop him with Sewer.
Oh, yeah?
I'm starting at the moment, but I'm really unsettled with how my back 3 look. So my team's still subject to a lot of change at the moment.
I'm starting him.
I think
How are you doing the loop? Are you doing a Macassini loop? And if you take a certain option, it means you have to get rid of Macassini. I don't like that.
No. So my team's in the Discord. You can have a look at it. So
yeah,
I've got Macassini sitting in my starting team. Just 2 plays first, I can just swap Macassini and Folongo next week.
Yeah.
If 2
for context, Bryce has Jai Gray and Walsh as the other 2 starting wing fullbacks.
I do.
So that's how he's got Setu and Sewer in.
I'm actually carrying like an extra back.
Mad stacked at winger fullback.
Yeah.
You probably got you probably spent the most on your winger fullbacks that everyone I know.
Pretty much. I just think Gray and Sewer they're gonna make me some money, and I can upgrade them to proper stars come post Origin. So that's how I'm looking at that. Be easier to do that, I think. And then good news that Hamish Stewart named at 13, so he's going to be obviously really highly owned. Toby Couchman got the starting role, really good. I don't think we ever expected him not to get it. But interestingly, there's no hooker.
I want to slow down for a second because I just want to talk about Hamish Stewart a little bit more. Because I'm pretty much at the point saying that I think you almost have to say he's must own.
Yeah.
Like I've got him. I wouldn't go that far though. I don't think he's a must have. I think he's a good to have, and I've got him.
I think he is. He's got a 0.97 ppm at lock. I think most of us are anticipating he's going to play about 50 minutes at the low end. I think a few of us are expecting to play.
Nah, not at the low end. Not at the low end. Right at the mid end.
I think 45 to 55 will be his range.
Yeah. So 50 would be right center of the range.
I think he'll be playing close from 55 to 60. But I think that's high end. But saying that, he's going to.
You think more than most people are suggesting.
I thought that everyone else was in agreement that he would play 50, but even taking that, he's got a lot of money to make with the potential to become a cut price keeper. And I think he must be in everyone's team.
It's why I don't.
I suspect he won't quite keep up that 1 ppm over a bigger sample, but it won't be far off it. It'll be a bit under. I'm expecting sort of 45 from 50 minutes. Which is plenty good.
Yep.
And I'm happy to have it.
That's what I'm expecting. 45 to 47 average from him, Hamish, and I think he'll make us a good bank, and he's going to be a solid person to start with. It's why I'm not stepping up to Utuk. He's just cheaper, and I think he almost does the same thing. Like probably a few points less.
Big Steph will be a bit better, but it's an extra 130k almost.
A lot of money for 4 points. 4 or 5 points. So yeah. Toby Couchman, you gonna start with him, Eddie?
No, I can't afford him. I've gone with iPad. I do still like him as an option because I don't think it's very smart going with just like Fafita, Lasate, and the other sort of Lukey and fucking Patson and having no other second rowers because Lasati, we might not even get named next week, and the other two, Patson's not starting quality. If something happens to Lukey, suddenly like your second row stock's looking quite sad. So I think having a gun edge is pretty handy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Toby based on the fact that if Toby does end up not being what I expect, or something happens, I can come down to IPAP if he gets 80 minutes this week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's possible I would have done the same thing, but like I'd literally
can't
have
afford him.
2K to spare, so that's not going to make the upgrade.
Yeah. Spending your money in the
I
right
think he's a good
places.
pick.
Yeah.
I think he'll play like 55 minutes and sort of get 56 or so points a game. Not heaps of value, but a bit, and he's super useful. And as far as we know, he doesn't play Origin, and that
DPP.
DPP is gold. Yeah, he's a good pick, I think.
Yep. Are you gonna start with him, Rudes?
Nope, I'm going to let him go through to the keeper. I've got Yo instead of him, essentially, is really what would be a swap for him. I like Couchman, but I think he's priced pretty high at 54. I don't really know how much I buy him averaging close to 60, which is really what you'd want at that price. But yeah, not a bit rich for my blood.
Yeah. Now Ryan Couchman named on the bench. I just think there's better options. I think he is going to make some serious money, and he's going to build into the season. But I don't think you can start with him with the other cheap edges that are laying around.
Yeah, there's a few people I've seen on Discords that are like just hoping that he comes out and plays 40 minutes off the bench, and I really don't think that's going to be the case. I think you'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
There's every chance that later on, at some point in the season, he's going to become relevant. Injuries and shit are going to happen. He'll end up being in a favourable role at some point. But there's all these other guys we can try and make money with right now, and I don't think in the first month or so he's going to make much.
Yeah. He's definitely someone that you want to be looking at if Leilua or Sua go down, because I think he is definitely next cab off the rank into that starting role. The other thing is that Emery Gula, Hame Saleh, Blake Laurie, they're not big minute forwards, are they? So you've got
Really?
you got three sort of mid-range minute guys. It's going to be interesting to see what they do here. I'm really interested to see what the minutes are going to be for the Dragons.
Yeah, I don't think anyone on the bench is going to be playing 40 minutes.
No, I think they'll
There
all
might
just...
be one. There might be one guy that gets 35, and then the others will sort of be 30 and less, sort of thing.
Yep, but Damien Cook looks like he's got an 80-minute role.
For now, and
for now.
I think that changes when for the first what is it, 2 rounds or whatever. I think he'll play 80 minutes both games.
Yep.
But then after that, I think it'll drop down to more like 60, 65 sort of thing.
And if you're paying 600k, you better off just going and getting Brayley or Grant, who you can run right through.
Yeah, I think Brayley and Grant are going to be in a tier of their own.
Yeah,
and then Cook would sort of be top of the next tier.
Yeah.
Just in point scoring, not value.
So who's going to win this game, fellas? Bulldogs or Dragons?
Dogs.
Ooh, yeah, probably Dogs, yeah.
Dogs.
I don't think it'll be very close either.
Dogs are favourite, $1.43. I'm going to put a tenner on the Dragons. I reckon chance for them to come out and upset the Doggies, because still don't even know if their halves pairing's going to fucking work together. Haven't seen it happen. Haven't seen them click. So
it just feels like they're jamming 2 6s together and hoping it works. The Knights are sort of going to do the same thing, I guess.
Yep.
Because
Right.
Burton might have the kicking game of a 7, but he does not have the fucking game management of a 7. And neither does Galvin.
Not many 7s with kicking game like Burton, mate.
Actually,
Yep.
before we move on, what is have maybe all considered or got in their teams at the moment? Atkinson?
I've considered him heavily. He's been in and out of my team quite a bit. but I found that I couldn't fit both him and Hamish, and I needed a mid more. Like a mid was more useful to me than having a fifth half. So I've gone with Stewart. I think he'll be good. I reckon he's going to average like fucking 45 or some shit.
Yeah, I
I
think
just
he'll
can't
make
fit him.
money. When I thought Cleary was missing the first 2 or 3 weeks, I brought Atkinson in to be my fourth half. But now that Cleary's okay, then unfortunately he doesn't cut the mustard for me, and I do not need 5 halves.
Nah,
Atkinson's kind of found his way into my team today following team list, and I'm not too sure how I feel about it, if I'm going to keep it. Man, it's just that extra 50k they added. It's fucking,
Yeah.
it makes it feel so much harder.
Yeah. If they didn't add that, he would 100% be in my team. He was very close to being in my team as is, even though. So I still think he's a good buy, bro.
Yeah, it's just Sanders is better.
So do you have 5 halves, obviously, then?
I do, yes, at the moment have 5 halves, much to my dismay.
What's your cover like everywhere else?
I have one player covering center and wing fullback at this point.
So yeah,
What-
I'll go
Are
through.
you weak through the edges?
Um,
Just
you'd
read out your
probably
team.
say okay, so I've got hooker, I've got Harry Grant. In mid, I've got Haas, Yo, and Mooney starting. On edge, I have Fafita and Lukey starting. In half, I have Cleary and Brown starting. In centres, I have Chester and Panasini starting. On wing fullback, I have Sewer Forlongo, Walsh, and Setu 2 starting. On my bench is Hamish Stewart, Ethan Sanders, Adam Dewey, Jesse Colhoun, Daniel Atkinson, Brandon Smith, Patson, and then Macassini.
Oh yeah, I like that. I think your edge is a bit weak, but every team's going to have a weakness somewhere.
I don't mind too much because again, I'm a little bit higher on Lukey than everyone else after having seen the team list, so I'm a
He
bit
gets
confident.
injured heaps, so you just left scrambling somewhat if he gets injured.
And he's
If
not.
he does, I'll have to buy someone. Like,
He's not expensive enough for you to go down to somebody. It's going to be a
Yeah.
scramble.
Yeah.
I do see
I can
that.
see that.
But
That's where Couchman's useful.
But I don't think
Like someone like
Patson's.
Kelf.
Yeah, no,
So
sorry.
you go.
I don't think Patson's going to be that bad if he's playing 80 minutes on an edge. I think he'll
He's
score.
not going to be someone you can put on your starting team. No.
I think he'll do a job for a week or two if I have to. I think he'll get high 30s, potentially close to 40.
yeah, I just think you're one back short. But
Yeah,
you're
I
running
get
roulette.
that. I think I'm
I
willing to at
reckon,
this point, just because I don't really like the other options. I did
I
have.
reckon Patson's more mid. Like I reckon he's going to be like mid 30s from 60 minutes sort of thing.
Yeah. If you literally swap Atkinson for Jai Gray, which you can do, I think you would definitely balance out your team a little bit more. Even that is running Yo. So
Well, that doesn't really fix the edge problem, does it? So
no, but I think
Well,
you're
to fix
back
the
short.
you're carrying too many halves and mids to make it possible
Yeah.
to have
Yeah.
enough good
Yeah.
edges. You have to sacrifice one of them,
Yeah, you'd
and
have to
that's
go
it.
Yo
or get
down
some
to
DP,
Kaufman,
or get some DPP action in there.
Yeah,
go down to
and
IPAP or something, and then you could probably definitely fucking go get a gun somewhere else or something. But yeah.
it's something to think about. But
Anyway, yeah.
So
I'm kind of going on Atkinson just because I do think he's got some money to make.
I like Atkinson as a pick. It just doesn't fit my team.
I suppose if I want to criticize your team, I should criticize one aspect of your team. I should say I should probably name mine. You can criticize it back. I got Brayley at hooker, Haas, Mooney, and Stewart in my mids for this week. Stewart's just in the starting lineup due to order of games this week. Fafita and IPAP in the edges. Dylan Brown and Cleary I've got starting in the halves. Penasini and Chester at centre. Walsh 2 and Farlong. And then on the bench, I've got Tino and Sanders and Lukey, Lasardi, Paxton, Smith, Adam Dewey, and Macassini.
Smith.
No Brandon Smith.
Oh, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon
Yeah,
Smith. Yeah,
cheese.
yeah, he's in there.
Cheese. I thought you were fucking standing for a second. All good. No, that's a solid team. It's a really solid team. I think I've got like 4 players that are different. So like instead of Tino, I've got Couch instead of IPAP. I've got Gray, obviously my team that you guys don't have. And that's everyone else is pretty much the same. I've got Jesse Colhoun, who I don't think you had. Eddy.
No, I do. I don't have him. I do like him though.
Yeah. So like whilst I've gone with Brayley to start hooker as well right now, but it's so easy to go down to Grant if I feel like I need to go somewhere else or need a little bit of 50k
I reckon
for something.
Brayley's the vibes pick, eh?
Yeah, he is. He's excited. He's as crazy as it sounds. He's more exciting than what Grant is to pick and play.
Yeah.
I just yeah. For me, Harry Grant, you know what you're gonna get. 51, 52. Like yeah.
Oh, and Brayley just doesn't fall off tackles. And people you used to think that like, oh, Grant's more capable of the big scores and that. But no, last year Brayley was the one that got a bunch of really big scores.
Yep.
Now we know he can do it. And he just misses less tackles, which is nice.
And now I don't have to watch Melbourne Storm games. So there's fucking a huge plus right there, mate. Don't have to watch him cheat every fucking week. Yeah, right. So that was our team reveals. How good was that? Do we want to talk about any breaking news? I don't know if there's
Is there
too
breaking
much.
news?
I don't know if there's too much, mate.
Oh, nothing really relevant to this season. There's the Mitch Barnett getting an early release from the Warriors.
Go somewhere.
But-
That's not till next year.
Yeah.
I guess the big thing was that Cleary's cleared. He's definitely going to play. The Mooney news, don't believe it. He's named. He'll be good. Any players that have moved into calculations that weren't there when we did actual positional TLT?
I think
Or
we really
any
covered
players
them.
moved out of your reckoning that you were high on at the start of the season? Like I've got
Yeah.
I got rid of Lissetti. I don't think he'll get named. I think Joe Chan will.
I've got him sitting in my team until he doesn't get named, but yeah, sounds like there's a chance he might. He might not. Who was it? Was it Jamie Brown or something that was thinking that Lasati's going to play left and it'll be Blaw that doesn't get picked? It doesn't sound right, does
That's
it?
crazy.
Yeah, that's sort of what I thought. Blaw seemed like he'd be quite established by now.
Ball's meant to be a gun, isn't he?
I
Up and
don't
coming.
He's
buy
not.
that.
I know he's not, but
Blaw's
he's
not a
meant to
gun.
be. That's what he was touted as.
Yeah, but that was like 5 years ago.
Oh, mate, he just hasn't grown into his body yet, or something like that.
Sure.
I guess the other breaking news was we spoke about Reece Robson breaking his hand. That's only going to be like a 3 or 4 week thing, from what I understand from NRL physio now. So
don't get Loelu or whatever his name is.
yeah, don't get the guy that's named there. He's probably not going to have enough time to make any money.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't think there's been any other injuries or anything like that. So
This trial season didn't really have many injuries. It's quite surprising.
not to relevant players.
There is a rumor that Sione Katoa is going to be out for the first few weeks due to a groin injury. I haven't anything confirmed yet, but it doesn't really create anything of value because it's just going to be Hiroti and Stone Street on the wings for the first few weeks, if so.
Yeah. Adokar obviously broke his hand. He's gone for 6 to 8 weeks, but doesn't really do anything for that Bulldogs team. So peace.
All right. Cheers, fucking boys.